Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter-like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy. Welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. Remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf says allegedly, or that he manifested that, you drink. If MySoxSummer talks about the gym or tells us he simply did not have time, you drink. If I talk music or Star Wars, you drink. And if anyone cries, you drink. And of course, you can make us all drink with a tip of $1.08 or more.
Please, more.
I might cry if it's less than $1.
But speaking of drinking, fellas, what are you drinking? I know we're not on the quest.
Oh, no.
What are you on the quest?
Let me tell you, I had every intention of being on the quest. I had the idea of what I knew ingredients I needed to get for the quest, and shame on me. I let work get in front of me. It actually did work while I was at work.
Right.
And next thing you know, I look up, I'm like, well, I got to get my ass home for dinner. So
Ran out of time.
I blew it by just forgetting and actually working instead of doing some of this stuff. So
We don't have enough
apologies
time.
there.
You not having time, but yeah, what are you drinking?
I lost track of time. It wasn't even that I didn't have time. I just forgot. I'm an idiot. So I'm drinking the G4. Now, this G4 bottle's a little low here.
Uh-oh.
So
We
we
have something else.
So we
This bottle, it's incredibly smooth. And it's
yeah.
the Knob Creek 12 year that I think our man Yump got me a while ago. So I think it's about 15 years old now. So it's 15
Damn.
year.
Is that a rye or a bourbon?
It's a bourbon.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be really smooth from what I remember. Let me see how smooth it is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, baby. It's still good. It's still good. It's still good.
I
Didn't
can't
it go
believe
bad?
it. I can't believe
Didn't
it.
go bad, even though I haven't drank it in probably 2 years. So it's still good. It's delicious.
didn't go bad. Why are you
Didn't go
expecting it to go bad?
Well, you never
Most bourbon
know.
does just spoil.
Sometimes, Loaf, you don't know.
To put it in the fridge, Chorizy. It'll go. You know.
The humidity might have got to it. You know, it's right against the back wall. You know, the temperature's not
He's
regulated.
been keeping it in Polish's attic with all the bats.
Yeah, exactly. What a life.
Chorizo, you're not questing, but what are you drinking?
Well, I could have quested. I thought about questing, but I don't know if you guys heard, but we hit the over 49.5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beef won the steak dinner bet.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a steak dinner bet.
Gotta have some champagne, baby.
Oh,
Some
baby.
champagne. We're popping
Attaboy.
bottles tonight, baby.
Oh, Lord.
Cheers up on that, Chorizo. I love it.
I actually have it at 51.5, so I need one more win and then I'm good. I think, or two.
You got
no.
there. You
You
got there
there
baby.
last night.
You got there last night.
No,
Last
then
night?
it's no, it's
Gucci.
52.5. Then I need
Okay.
I need to get to 53.
No, they're not
You
gonna.
did the
they're not
ladder.
gonna-
You just-
They're not going to pay you the money yet.
My
I mean, you
bad.
got to wait until the
Okay.
games all get played. So it takes a little bit for them to pay you out because you got to
Oh,
finish the
shit.
season. But
We do have one more season-long bet that we're pretty much all in on, and that's the Pete Alonso. I looked it up today, Beef. I was pleasantly surprised to see that he is still in second place.
oh, nice. Okay.
Even though Schwarbs had that 9 RBI game, Schwarbs is at 119.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Our guy Pete Alonso 113. So
Okay,
I don't
so
know
you
if
just
they've
need a
done
hot month.
tonight. I don't know if
Hot
the gap has been closed or widened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But as of this morning, we were looking okay. It was looking good.
That's pretty hot. I mean, if we got a sweep out of all these bets, that would be
Baby.
tremendous, man. Especially Alonso's a nice pickup. You know, I don't know how much you got down on that, but it's a good one now.
That's why plus 1,500. That's a nice.
I had a little lower price. I had plus 1,300 on mine.
Okay.
So you get a
Let's
little
get a couple
taste.
drinks, guys. Get a couple drinks here.
Let's do it.
Got one from John Nava. He says,
Oh, my
fellas,
guy.
right, MIA for a bit, but I'm back. Thanks MSS for the Ice Cube bobblehead.
Yeah, thank you. And I want to point something out. John and another John, actually, I saw the two Johns. They bought an Ice Cube bobblehead first out the gate. and I had them. I sold them to him for $50, but then the market adjusted like crazy, and they went to $40. I refunded those guys each $10. That's how good of a guy I am. That's what I do.
My Saint Summer. My Saint Summer back in the house.
That's
His
right.
kids didn't even ruin that one right there. They didn't ruin the market, to my knowledge. I don't know. They could have been.
Get a drink here from our guy Trey. He says howdy from Target Field, carrying on MSS legacy. It means he's fighting someone in the bathroom.
That's what. See, he wrote
Allegedly.
tree though. I think he means that he's high.
A little bit, yeah. He's been proclaiming that. He's been on TV. He's been all over TV at these games because he's the most famous White Sox fan in the stands at those games.
I love it.
I love it.
The sign yesterday was awesome.
According to everybody, there's only 9 people at those games. So like, yeah, that's what I read today on the Twitters.
Twins Ted is shook.
Twins Ted probably doesn't even live there. He lives in like St. Paul, like a bitch.
MySoxSummer, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. And we just finished a 10-game homestand last Sunday, with the White Sox. And for the most part, everything went pretty well. I had a few battles because, as you guys know, and much to Matt Ramsey's chagrin, I do the weed. And so I had a couple nights where I came home and I might have snacked. And that wasn't good.
Oh.
I had some snack problems.
Might have snacked.
Snacky.
Sounds like you did snack.
I feel really fat, and I felt fat, for the last, few days. But for the most part, everything went well. But one night I was eating a bunch of candy, and my daughters had received.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We need to know what kind of candy this is.
I will tell
we need
you.
to know what you're
We're
nibbling
getting
on.
there. Oh, we're getting there. I have graphics and everything. So if you're not familiar, do you guys remember Warheads?
Yeah, I remember Warheads. They're
Okay,
like a lot of cinnamon to make them taste hot, right?
No, Warheads are actually the sour ones.
Oh, sour. Those are super sour ones. Okay.
Yeah, they like you put them in and they have like that coating on them, and you're like, oh God, it's so sour.
Yeah.
But then there's a sweet inside, and then there's like the little fizzies on the inside either that made it really good. That's what I was eating, but they're not called that. They're the ones that are made in Indiana, and they are called. Whoop, let me get that graphic up. Here it comes. They're called Toxic Waste. Okay, now. Toxic waste comes in this
quick
big
flash. I don't know why it was such a quick flash.
He didn't want us to see it too quick.
I don't want you to see the whole thing.
Something extra
real
there.
quick.
It's be really good. He doesn't want everyone to know about it. That's what it is.
Real
He's
quick.
keeping it quiet right now.
So toxic flat, they come in these little wrappers. I open them up, right? And they were a gift to one of my kids, and my kids don't like them, obviously, because they taste like ass when you first like put them in your mouth. They're real sour, and the kids don't really like that because their taste buds are still good. Now mine are shitty because I've been drinking for years and smoked for so many years. Like I just killed them. So I need to have that flavor to like have something. So somebody gave it to them, but they had melted sort of in the thing. So like when you open them up with the plastic, I had to open them up and then I would flip them up and then I would get it out. And then sometimes I would use my finger and do it like this and then put it in. And so I was getting all of the sour stuff and putting it into my mouth. And it was great. And I was enjoying it. And then not thinking much of it, go to bed, take out my contacts, go to bed. Wake up the next morning. I'm walking into the thing, and I'm like, oh, I got to put my contacts in. I think it was Saturday. I'm like, I'm going to put my contacts in. I go to put my contacts in. You would have thought I just got bear maced right in the fucking face because I had whatever was on these the toxic waste warheads all over my fingers when I put my contacts away, and the citric acid, I'm assuming, was all still on my contact and burned the ever-living shit out of my left eye. I was very shocked that no one said anything at the game because I immediately ripped it out. Okay. And was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And my eye is still like just dripping with like, it's like tears and it is bright ass
You put
red.
that graphic back up, MSS, just for a second.
Yeah.
Tracy, let's guess which one of the ingredients are the ones that harmed him most. I'll guess malic acid. It's lower on the list there, but it's the secret ingredient to ripping your eyeballs out when you do something stupid like this. What do you?
I don't know what any of these things are.
I don't either.
So
They're just good, is what MSS is saying. You mix them together and they taste good.
Delicious.
You didn't get enough of the wax on your eyes to keep you safe.
Yeah,
These
coating.
acids.
You could have had the coating.
I think that's what you fucked up.
It was so awful. So anyway, I ended up like having to throw the contacts away, obviously. and then put new contacts in. But before I did that, I went and like feverishly washed my hands like an OCD person because I was like, I don't want to feel this ever again. And I was worried because I use this certain type of, stuff for my contacts that like you put acid in the thing and then there's like a little disc and it bubbles up and it cleans your contacts at night. And I was very worried that might have just not been working. But no, the culprit was the toxic waste candy that I ate like a fiend when I was high as fuck after a Sox game. So
MSS, why? Let me ask, why are you eating such trash after a game? Can't you eat real food? I don't think you got real food in your house. Why are you eating that bullshit? Why would you be compelled to open that and even start in on whatever that?
Let me ask you a question, because like you're walking candy. You're walking home.
Yeah.
Like you like, is 35th Street Red Hot still open?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you're like, fuck that. I'm not gonna eat food. I'm gonna go home and eat candy. Like I'd
rather have some candy when I'm high. Yeah, for real. I really do. I don't know why. That's just what I like.
But no 6-year-old is eating that shitty candy. That was kind of my point, Chorizy. It's like, there's one thing if you got like a Snickers bar or something good. Oh yeah. Like, I'm gonna have some candy when I get home. Not whatever trash was left over that none of the other kids want. This is the key of this story too. His kids would never touch this bullshit.
No, that's why when he said candy, I was so intrigued, because no one would refer to a Snickers bar as candy.
True.
You're right. I had a candy bar. I had a Snickers.
Yeah.
Or any candy bar or any legitimate.
I love hard candy.
The whiskey is working overtime to cure the diabetes.
No, there's
actually it went over the top of the whiskey. He had to use other remedies.
There's something about having like just like a piece of candy, and then you can have it in your mouth for a while, and you get that flavor for like 5 to 10 minutes. That's much more satisfying than sitting there and like just gnawing down a hot dog with some fries. So that's just me. It's just me, But yeah, that's what happened, and that's why my eye was all like.
You know what's funny?
Red.
I think because you're stoned so often, I think I probably saw it and I was like, he's just stoned.
Yeah, potentially.
He just got the eyes they're just gone on him.
That's a good call. But yeah,
Beef, how you doing tonight? What kind of candy you been eating?
I did have some candy the other day.
What'd you have?
Believe it or not, I had my wife. I don't know why she had these left over. I think it was from her girls' weekend like a month ago or so. She had leftover makings for s'mores. So I just had a regular fucking Hershey bar. Just like a regular Hershey bar. No frills, no nothing. I was just like, I would like some chocolate right now. I wasn't like, Wally, I need chocolate. But I was like, I got some chocolate here. and I took down regular. And let me tell you, a regular Hershey bar, delicious. I don't care what the haters say out in the streets. Absolutely.
It's good.
It's good. So I want to bring you guys a couple things I noticed out on the internets real quickly. I know we had been talking lately about Gabriel's tweet to Shy Sox fan Mike. Give you $250 to suck my balls.
You want a job?
It's the tweet of the year. It's basically the tweet of the year. But I don't know. This has got to be at least the second place tweet, or quite possibly getting close to first. And this is from Sox Bear Peyton, a long time White Sox Twitter person. And she says, I genuinely feel bad for people who aren't balls deep into White Sox Twitter. Keeps my life interesting. MSS, should we print the shirt? Balls deep into White Sox Twitter. Will that work?
Yes. I would print that shirt. I hopefully would not forget and then wear it to like back to school night or something, like I did the baseball, beer, and bullshit shirt. But I think I could I would definitely wear that shirt. And like balls
I
deep
feel like there's always some side plot going on White Sox Twitter. And also there's always shit that we know, like stuff that's not fully out there and someone told us some shit or whatever, or the guy's getting crushed for hitting more threes and stuff. Curry and White Sox Twitter, MSI. I mean, all kinds of shit is going on out here. And it's just like a madhouse. Every day there's a new fucking plot out there.
Now, what picture from behind BeefLoaf goes with the balls deep in White Sox Twitter?
I mean, what picture doesn't?
I mean, is it Grandpa Hog? It's
that one? Definitely that's a balls deep picture.
Like,
that's a balls deep picture right behind it. It's Grandpa Hog for sure.
The John is pretty good. Oh. That's pretty good. Balls deep in the
Trucker since '62. There's some good ones behind you.
Definitely stuck up.
You gotta have some lore to get that one.
It's like, hey, I think he got hacked. Somebody must have grabbed his phone. No, he did this 17 times. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't think he got hacked. No.
Yeah, now Nelson, don't worry, we'll get to Nelson in a second here. I know we're the type of show that does not. We generally never go down the line of kink shame. We're not a kink shaming show.
I think we might be on the same one here, so I want to hear what you're going to say.
Okay,
this is going to be part of my banner.
But I think we have to get out here and kink shame something, because I saw a headline that's from the New York Post, and it says surgeon pleads guilty after purposely amputating legs for sexual fetish.
Wait a second,
boys. I think that's too far. You think that's too far?
That is too far. That is too far.
Did he do that for his own leg? He amputated himself?
I'm going to be honest. I did not read the article.
Oh
I just saw the act here, and I thought, I don't know if that's
him in both pictures.
I don't know if that is the line. Like, the line should be amputation is like the kink shaming line, but it's definitely on the side where I will shame it. I'm willing to shame that kink right there.
I just wonder if that guy's like Stu from The Hangover, that somebody bet him, like, I bet you can't cut off your own legs. And he's like, yeah, I bet I can. And
he's like, yeah, watch me.
Here you go.
Look at these nubs here.
It's like, what did you win for doing that? Fucking bragging rights, you know?
Before I thought you were gonna go was that
sweet masturbation sessions
with the Bears, Jalen Johnson, who last year came out and said, like, I have a sex addiction.
Oh no.
This year it's maybe not gonna play week 1 because of a freak accident to his groin.
Oh no.
And like I read like 8 articles to see if someone was like, and it was on this play. There was none of that. Man,
things just happened out there.
I don't
worry about it.
This is way crazier.
Ben Johnson's like, he's coming along well.
Loser falling through a table or whatever. This is way past that. So I don't know. I hope he's okay, and I hope it was a football related injury.
And you know what? I hope he doesn't run into this guy, because you're just never going to know what happens here. You know, like,
it's got to be really hard.
It's actually him or not, though. It looks like a guy that he would want to fuck, though. So it could possibly be him or a lover. I'm not exactly sure.
It's got to be hard to be.
I hope whoever it is, everybody was into it.
I would guess not. If he had to plead guilty, I would guess not. But I guess maybe not all the parties were consenting to the amputation. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Let's get a drink here. From Mike Howard. He says, my favorite White Sox Twitter post this week was beef as Aquaman. I don't know if I saw that.
Cheers. I don't think I saw it.
Cole, that son of a bitch. Thank you, though, Mike. That was wonderful.
Clinton's back around. Bears are back, and then Clinton shows up. That's nice.
Clinton is he's upset at the programming on 6:30 The Score. He's talking a lot of White Sox, but it's been fun so far. One last thing for you guys, and Tracy mentioned it in the open.
Mm-hmm.
We won the over 49.5 regular season wins, which we thought probably gonna be an easy victory, but it has become an easy victory. We got it right out of the gate September 1st, and then subsequently yesterday on Wednesday, I won the steak dinner bet very early as well. Feeling good.
Awesome.
Now, Tracy, you know how I am with betting, especially bets like that. I like to really feel myself that I did something good. I thought it through very sharp analytically. But I'm
2 years in a row.
That's 3 years in a row, actually. It's a three-peat. I had the three-peat. I have to pay Pat Riley for even saying that in this podcast. But I'm starting to think maybe it's not so much me. And let me set the table for a second here.
Oh, no.
I saw this tweet on my line today, and I'm not I like Jason Goff back in the Boris and Bernstein days, but I don't really follow him closely. And he tweeted, he said, I want y'all to hear it from me. I've had a great 6 seasons doing Bulls pre and post. Made some lifelong friends. Truly appreciate getting a chance to do something I never saw coming. I'll break down the full experience when I get back to the full go, which is his podcast. Love to all. We had a great time. So to me, this implies Jason Goff not being renewed by CHSN, not going to be on TV anymore. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's that's tough for him. I liked him on the pregame show.
I like Jason. Yeah.
No, I thought he did a good job with him and Kendall Gill. They meshed really well and they had good chemistry. It was a good pregame show. And then I went further down his Twitter line, and I saw that he posted a poll the day before.
Yes.
Who do you think gets signed to come back first? Josh Giddey, who's the Bulls point guard, and Jason Goff. And my opponent in the steak dinner bet, Josh Nelson, replies, I hope you! Exclamation point. So my question for you guys is, me winning the steak dinner bet is just Josh's horribly bad luck, right? The vote of confidence the day before the guy gets the goddamn X. This is amazing. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I thought I was smart. No, this motherfucker just bad luck. He's bad luck.
You're calling Josh a mush.
He is a mush. He mushed Jason Goff's job for him, which is way worse than the steak dinner bet. I'm going to be honest with you.
I can't believe. So the thing I can't believe is you're bringing this up on the show, because like what's going to happen now is he's gonna 86 you out of the steak dinner bet next year. like we're 86 out of the road trip. You know, you get the road trip. We're out now. You're going to be out.
The kicking out of stuff is going to continue. But I couldn't help but notice. I'm watching it. I'm like, wait a minute, is this real? Look at that tweet. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. Like, I got to let you guys know. It's not that I'm smart. I just ran into someone who had horrible luck, and that's why I keep winning.
What I need to know and what would seal it for me is if he told Jim and James to tweet about Mike Clevenger coming back. And if he did, then we know that is secured, that he has a really bad luck with telling people what they should do through Twitter.
One of the crazy things on that MSS was James Fox taking credit for it.
That was weird too.
No, he's right. It's going to happen today. all week. It's going to happen today. No, it's going to happen today.
The end is high.
Husky Bardo tweets the lineup from Charlotte, and he's starting pitching.
Let's talk about this for 22 seconds. We're never been a Scoop City type podcast and Scoop thing, right?
We would never do such a thing.
People that get so hard up and get so boned up on fucking scoops are weird to me. Like, I don't get it. Like, you better give Jeff credit for that. You better give so-and-so credit for that. You know, it's just so fucking weird, man. And it's a weird thing. It's just like, I have a better friend that's more connected than you. And you know what? I've always said this, and I think you guys agree. I'd rather know the story than tweet the story and then never get any more stories. And it seems like they've run into never getting any more stories territory here. So
we knew the kind of jersey Chris Sale thing before was out there.
Yeah. The interesting thing too is like Jim never breaks stuff like that.
That's
why I was
weird,
even more trusting of it when I saw it. I was like, if Jim heard something that made him do this, like, he's got some good info.
Something had to have happened. Yeah.
He done got cucked.
We know to blame James Fox now. He took all the credit for the bad info.
He got inside info from a guy in Chicago or the burbs when he was in Nashville. Excellent reporting. Chorizo. How you doing?
So we already talked about the Jalen Johnson thing for a second. But
yes.
I did have something I wanted to bring back up from way before the season started.
Oh.
When we were first talking about Will Venable, one of the things I said to you guys was that if the Sox were to win 63 games, you've got to give Will Venable some manager of the year votes.
I really hope he gets it. I hope he wins it.
They could still get to 63 games.
Yeah.
They'd have to finish 500 for the rest of the year.
Yeah, 11-11 right down the stretch is what they need to get to 63.
But if they
I don't think it's a favorite. I think it's
well, here's the thing. They've got to win 3 different series here. At least, and probably sweep one of them. And that is the Orioles, and they definitely need to win on the fucking 16th. And then they've got the Rays series, and then the Nats. They got to sweep the Nats. Because they got to end with a better record than the Nats. That's key. But those are some winnable games. But then they got like the Yankees and shit. And like, that might just be another
final
sweep.
week. Got Padres' final home weekend, which will be co-hosting that tailgate with the Chicago Sports Bums. Actually, we'll just be bringing Lawrence's. They'll be doing all the work, but we're going to bring Lawrence's.
Pretty much, yes.
And we'll make some content. I have a goofy idea. But then, you're right. And then after that, they got Yankees, and then they run into at the end. Chorizy. I don't like their chances. I think the schedule's a little too tough. But maybe they get lucky. Maybe they sneak it out and get them.
Maybe they do.
But if they do, Venable's got to get a vote or two.
I would think so. Yeah. Yeah. Down ballot.
Yeah. I don't know how you
3rd place or 4th place vote, something like that.
How you don't get him some votes. Because holy shit. That's a 22 game improvement.
That's big. With less. More with less. Allegedly.
You traded away your best player before the season. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'm just like, well, we had one star player. He's gone. We traded him.
You know what? This is the one time that Andrew Vaughn succeeding actually helps us. They're like, oh, well, see how good Vaughn was, and so now he's gone, and the Sox still won. Look at that.
Well, man, he's farts now, though. All right, MSS, why don't you pay some bills?
Oh, we're to that point? Okay. Too tired to cook on a school night? Let Lawrence's handle dinner. After a long day of homework, meetings, and soccer practice, the last thing you want to do is cook. So don't. Swing by Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp for a hot, crispy, no-stress dinner the whole family will love. Fresh golden fried fish, jumbo shrimp with our famous hot sauce, and sides that satisfy. It's fast, easy, and no dishes to clean up. Available for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Make school nights simple. Let Lawrence's do the cooking. Stop by one of our 4 locations today and put your taste buds to the ultimate test. Order ahead to avoid the wait at chicagoshrimp.com. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp, serving up the seafood you crave for 75 years. Hey, Chorizy.
You guys know that I'm a big music guy. I am always on the internet looking for music stuff. On my Twitter feed, if it's not White Sox baseball or Star Wars, it's probably music. Or RFK doing something weird. And
yes,
this week I saw something. Well, I saw 2 things. First, I saw a guy jerking off at a concert. I don't know if you saw that video.
No,
that was wild. But then I saw something more appalling. I saw one of our friends at a concert crying. So now it's time for the Lawrence's hot sauce. Baloney. Welcome,
Liam.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back. I saw this. I saw this at MSS. You got any images of this?
Oh, maybe just one. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
so I saw this.
Full color.
Your wife posted. You're at the Oasis show. I heard it was an excellent show, by the way.
Awesome.
Everyone I've talked to, excellent show. But
yeah,
it brought you to tears. And I was thinking, like, do I know anyone who's cried at a concert? And I was thinking I did. So my one buddy, Beef, you know,
yes.
The
my
check
guy
is in
Chris,
the mail.
I was in bands with forever.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He was once at a show and he was in the pit and he had like a bad ankle already. It got stepped on and shattered his entire ankle. He didn't cry, but I could see that causing him to. I want to know, Baloney, what made you weep at an Oasis show? Was or Noel? Which guy got you teared up?
It was both. It was the combination of both.
Are you gonna cry if I keep playing this?
Not this song. Not this song.
Damn it!
You picked the wrong one, you bastard.
I'm gonna explain this to you guys. Maybe Chorizy and Beef. Maybe you could relate. MySoxSummer. I'm not so sure.
It's a culture thing. I get it.
I come from a long line of Hispanic men that bottle their feelings up and then never let them out until you're drinking at 2 a.m. at a quinceañera and Vicente Fernandez is playing and you see every grown man cry. That's where I come from. So Oasis is my Vicente Fernandez. Now, I might be offending some of my uncles right now, but that's what was going on. You don't let your feelings out. You don't go to therapy. You don't do any of that stuff. But when you have a couple 2-3 modelos and you hear some good music, you let it all out.
Now, Southside Mom wants to know, are you talking about him? And then John Nava it says, I can attest to this. So there is some support in the comments right now for you, Peter. It's pretty amazing.
Now, Peter, though, is Loaf brought in the set list, and this was the Oasis set list. I got it. Yeah. You were crying during the first song, though. Hello. Like it wasn't even like you got into it and you're like, oh my God, this is the song I haven't heard and I wish they were gonna play it. It's the first fucking song, bro. And you're balling already.
I was happy about it.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily the songs, mate. It was the moment, the joy. And I'll tell you, Julie, my wife knows this. I don't cry for things I should be crying about. But it's all the
All right.
weird stuff. I cried in 05 when the White Sox won. I was down Halstead crying into Dr. Knapp's lap, basically.
Hell yes.
So I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to cry when the Bears win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I cried because my favorite band was reunited after 16 years, which I had never seen before. So I waited.
Yeah.
I had never seen before. And I've said it on my podcast before. I would have paid any money to see that. It happened. So it was tears of joy, not necessarily the music, just the moment.
See, I think this is where I get the disconnect, and it's and Beef, you and I, like when we were young, we went and saw all these bands. Like that was part of what we did all the time. So like we saw Oasis open for other bands, right? Like I think MSS, you were saying me and you were probably at like Twisted Christmas where they played, you know, and even some of my favorite bands. Like I saw most of my favorite bands when I was young. Obviously, we didn't see Nirvana. We're not going to lie to you and say we're at the fucking Martyr show, like everybody says.
We missed that one. We didn't get there.
But for the most part, we saw all these bands. So like even when Soundgarden reunited, it wasn't that emotional of a moment for me because I had seen them multiple times. I'd seen Chris Cornell solo, like I'd seen all this stuff. So it wasn't like quite that emotion for me. So I think maybe that's where I have the disconnect with it. But like, I have another question though. Like, how is Oasis your favorite band? Like, it's just to me, it's a weird band to be your favorite band. That's no shot at Oasis. Like, I think Oasis is a very good band. I just don't I don't know a lot of people who are like, it's Oasis up here and then everybody else.
You know what it is, honestly? And
I mean, they filled Soldier Field, so I'm probably fucking right.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good.
People probably could have filled it for a whole week.
It's the soccer culture of it all. I grew up wanting to, play for. Actually, I'm a Manchester United fan. They're Manchester City fans. That's the only thing we disagree.
Don't have in common.
It's a culture of it all. I grew up. Shout out my guy Chris McNally. His dad had a big ass satellite dish in his backyard, and we would watch like Sky Sports in the Saturday and Sunday mornings. We would watch soccer, and then you would see all of these British bands. So I just grew up like liking all of that. The hooliganism is a big part of it too.
Okay, right.
I'm 12 years old, and you see them throwing beers and acting crazy. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Right.
Yeah, there's a ton of personality with them too. So I get that. Okay.
Peter, is there also an element too of like, this was never going to happen. They were never going to get back together. They fucking hated each other. I remember they tried to do that unplugged, Chorizy, and Liam's up there drinking while they're doing it. Noel's doing all the songs. Liam's like, "Oh fuck you" from the balcony drinking. You remember all that shit? Yeah, I was like, they're never going to fucking perform together. These guys hate each other's guts, or at least enough where they're not going to work together anymore. It's like, wow, now it's actually happening.
He was heckling him from the balcony like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppet Show. It was crazy. But yeah, so that is a big part of it. I've always held out hope. I just like the money is a big fact. It has to be a big
yeah.
right?
I was worried for you. I knew a lot of people who were saying like the same as you, like, oh my God, I'll pay anything to go to this show. And like, I have a bunch of friends that like Morrissey, and that motherfucker cancels shows left and right.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, please do not do this to these guys. Please do not do this. I'm so happy they played.
Yeah, there was a chance. I told Dougie it'd be awesome if they broke up like right after that Soldier Field show. I would have been.
So you got your moment of like, fuck everybody else.
I would have been like, okay, we're good now. But yeah, it was like, will they ever do it? So that was a part of it. Like 16 years is a long time, but they're brothers. They have to make up. And the big thing is like their kids are friends. Like they hang out at holidays, birthday parties. Their kids are close, so it's like it was gonna happen. But I always held out hope.
But yeah, it's also though, it's not like you're like, oh, they're back together, probably do 2, 3, 4 more tours. I can catch them anytime. This is it, right? Like this is like
it could be. Yeah,
it could be. They're raking in some money, so I think.
Oh, I bet, man.
When they run out of it in a couple years, they'll do a residency at the Sphere.
Yeah, I'll cry there. I'll cry there too.
Well, I was gonna. Okay, so I heard that there were 3 cries. We caught one video cry, which was during the opening song. Hello. Are you okay with us trying to guess based on the set list what the other 2 song cries were?
Let it rip.
Okay, all right. Let's pull the set list back up here, boys. Let's take a little gander, and all you in the comments, if you want to guess on at least one of the other cries or 2 other cries in here, kind of guess on the songs. Go ahead, Chorizy. You want to go first?
So I'm gonna look at this, and I'm gonna say that like at the point of the set that it's in, we're getting towards the end of the night. This might actually be even in the encore, I'm guessing. But don't look back in anger.
Yeah,
don't look back in anger.
All right,
That's one of them.
Oh, look at that! Nailed it.
Okay.
Nice. All right, MSS, you and I got to figure out the other one.
The entire stadium was singing that song, and I want to be by no means was I the only grown ass adult crying in there. There was people behind us that were from England. There were
don't go in this direction. All right, you're the crying expert right now. Okay, well let's stick with you, and we're gonna figure out what the last song is.
There was a lot of sensitive men there apparently. All right, we love it. I was gonna go with "Don't Look Back in Anger" as one of the 2, so I'm just gonna pick the other one that I thought, and it's "Live Forever." But maybe not.
You're gonna
not
pick Live Forever.
I was pretty jacked up for Live Forever.
Okay.
That's when the adrenaline was going.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm just looking at the list here. You know, it was like a newer song. It was like it's the last song I can remember being kind of big for them. I'm gonna go with "Do You Know What I Mean?"
Nope. Also, good song.
Good song.
He jerked off during that.
Yeah, I was in the balcony with that guy. Where was that guy? Slipknot or something?
You know what's weird?
Man.
Baloney, I was watching that, and he's wearing I think he's wearing like a System of a Down shirt.
It was.
And he's like
System of a Down.
But it was. I don't think it was System of a Down playing, because like each cut of the video, there's like slightly different music playing, and I was like, how long was this guy jerking off?
Maybe he's a little cock shy.
It's like Dick Delaware up there, man.
All right, so what was the last song? We didn't get it. What was the last?
Pacey's Tacos got it. Slide Away is my favorite song. Slide Away is my favorite.
Oh, okay,
nice.
All right.
So right in the middle of that song, I'm with my wife. I'm getting all the feels. I've had a good amount to drink. We tailgated that concert like if I was in Lot B. We had a couple friends there. We had a good amount of pops. So yeah, Slide Away was the one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I'll do it again.
So, Baloney, we brought you on here because we knew you could take the ball busting.
Yeah,
but I gotta tell you, I fucking love it. I love that you were that into it. Like, I mean, like, I've always said this when people go to a concert. Do you, man? Have the fucking time of your life. That's why I sometimes go to concerts by myself. I don't give a fuck what everyone else is doing. I'm there for a specific reason, right? And you don't need to talk to anybody during a concert and shit. It's all about what's up there, what's going on for you. I love that. I love that you not only got filmed doing it, you're not ashamed of it, and you came on and talked about it.
I appreciate it. I'll give a little PSA that I did at the end of the Bumcast on Monday, and it was something that like I've been waiting all this time to do it. If you're ever thinking about, or like, you know, like obviously financially it's different for a lot of other people, but I would have regretted my ass off if I didn't do this. I'll tell another story. Julie was 8 months pregnant the last time Petty played Wrigley, and we're both big Petty fans.
Okay.
So she was 8 months pregnant. We're like, should we do it? Probably not a good idea. So we didn't go. He passed away like 3 months later, and I was like,
yeah.
So it's
brutal.
So just if you can do it, splurge a little bit, try to do it, because you never know. You never know. They can break up tomorrow. They can break up tomorrow, and I'll be happy.
Couple comments. Tim, you're right. I should not have gone so far as to say whatever you want to do at a show, because jerking off in the balcony at a POD concert, not so great. And Mrs. B says Chorizy goes by himself, so no one films him crying. You know what though? That's the problem. I can't do that, because even if I were to go, I'm going to this concert by myself and I'm gonna just cry it out. And while I'm watching this band, you know, Chris McGowan's at that show. He's gonna get
pretty much. He's gonna find you exactly.
He's at every show.
Well, I was gonna say we're both gonna be at Riot Fest in a couple of weeks.
You guys can cry
need
together.
Somebody to cry with, Max Sabbath. We'll cry to Max Sabbath.
Max Sabbath.
Yes.
Maybe Weird Al.
I'll be crying in Helmet.
Oh. but for different reasons. Not because you've been touched. You know, it's like what happened in this band?
Chorizy crying in the porta potty. At
You know
Douglas
what?
Park.
I've
potties
almost,
make
That's the reason. Not gonna
I've
music.
almost been brought to tears in the porta potty
Yeah.
at Douglas Park for different
Oh.
reasons.
Sunday night Riot Fest, those porta potties will make anybody cry.
Oof.
That's right. Real tearjerker.
Those
Hope you
are the
guys
real
get
toxic
stained.
waste. Well, my eyes are red from that leaking out.
Yeah, it wasn't the candy.
Yeah. Fat me.
Lonnie, man,
You know,
thanks a ton for joining us. This is
Of
a
course,
lot of
of
fun.
course.
Love you as always. We'll talk to you soon, man.
We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Be
Yeah,
good, Lonnie.
September
Hell
20th.
yeah. Throw
Hell
that
yeah.
down together. Let's
Thanks
do
for
it, baby.
hosting.
Fucking
Hey,
right.
Chorizo. Oh, go ahead.
I got one point of business that we didn't get to in the. I wanted to get through to this, but like
What'd you-
me and
what'd you
Beef,
wanna
we were
get
just
to?
on Sammy P's show. We got one of our survivors down. We got the
Yeah.
we're doing the Broncos. We need another one now. Beef. We've been back and forth between the Jags and the Steelers.
Yes.
I put out a poll on the 108 to see what
Mhm.
people thought. Overwhelmingly, people were on the Steelers. So Jags, right?
Jags, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The lack of wisdom of crowds. Yes, we'll go Jags.
Thanks to Lawrence's for doing the hot sauce seat again. It's been a while. I'm glad we got one in, and,
I'm looking
and
for it, you know?
it's you know we try, right, and so you can't just formulate something and be like we're gonna just debate this, but that was a good one. Their last patio session for the season is going to be on Tuesday, September 23rd. Okay,
Oh,
and
shit.
that is disco themed, and they're celebrating two things: Lawrence's 75th anniversary
Yes.
and the DJ John Jamin Jackson's 60th birthday. So he's gonna be
Oh,
spinning
wow.
fucking house music at
Nice.
60 years old, and people are gonna be discoed out. So go over there, get a fro, go out there, make sure it's racially appropriate. Okay, don't be
Yes,
going
sir.
over there getting crazy with your fro afro wigs. And go over there. You get there, bring your own seat because I guess seats fill up really fast, and you don't want to
Oh.
be standing the whole night, but it'd still be fun. But hey, guess what time it is, Chorizo? Slim Mix's favorite song.
Smash!
Or,
Pass! 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 Smash!
or.
Pass!
The longest 15 seconds in podcasting ever. And then we do that every so often. It is smash or pass. This is the game where I come and bring two things to the boys, and they either smash them or pass them. Tonight, we are doing 80s hair metal bands. We are going to smash or pass 80s
yeah,
hair metal
bro.
bands. Now, here's the deal. I didn't pick the ones that everyone was going to smash. I did not pick Motley Crue. I did not pick Guns N' Roses. I did not pick Bon Jovi. I did not pick some other ones. Those three specifically, I was like, I'm not picking these motherfuckers.
And those are the three I remember.
Those are the three that I remember at this time. So we're going to go through this list of 7 bands, and you're going to pick and say that. I have a little bit of audio. I have a little bit of visual. I got a lot of things. It's going to be a fun time. So I hope ChemWO has tuned in. I don't know because there's 85 comments. Oh, here, I'm seeing it. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's the first one. It's Twisted Sister, an American heavy metal band formed in 1972 in Hohokus, New Jersey, and later based on Long Island, New York. Their best known songs include We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock, both of which were associated with music videos noted for their sense of slapstick humor. Boys, do you remember Twisted Sister?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Of course.
Because if you don't, here's a little bit of sound. Okay, that's all I got. Because if we play too long, we'll probably get DMC'd. So anyways, Chorizo, you go first. You smashing or passing? Twisted Sister.
You know what? I like D. Snyder. I think he's an entertaining dude. I'm passing on Twisted Sister.
Wow.
It was gimmicky. There's just not that many good songs. Like, We're Not Gonna Take It is their best song. It's a cover. Like, it's
It's true. That's true.
I don't know. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't. I'll tell you this. I don't own any Twisted Sister albums.
I don't
I've
either.
never seen them live. And
No.
like, if they come on the radio, I'm like, nah.
Eh,
So I'm passing.
all right.
His criterion though here, he's never seen them live. I'm gonna guess he's probably never seen any of these bands live. When we get through it, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But that's gonna be my guess.
Probably not.
Keith, remember
Right.
some
You're
of the
right.
shows I went to with our guy Doc.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I think it's unlikely. But
I've
anyway,
seen a good amount of hair metal in my day.
MSS, can you put the image back up for me,
Oh,
please?
absolutely.
I would love to see that.
I'm going back and forth between all these things.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
gonna
think?
smash the shit out of Twisted Sister because I
Ooh.
liked the gimmick back then. And yeah, okay, it's cheeky, it's goofy,
shakalaka.
or whatever the fuck. The video, about I'm not gonna take it is like totally goofy. D. Snyder though, sharp guy, interesting guy, and also I'm pretty sure back when we were teenagers, Chorizy fucked at least 3 girls that looked exactly like D. Snyder. So I have to smash this one really hard. Maybe that's why he's passing. Maybe secretly he's passing because he had bad memories of coitus back then that looked like D. Snyder. I don't know exactly.
It was
That's
this was
nasty.
not me. This was not me. But Beef, next time you see our guy Ram, you got to ask him about the guy that fucked D. Snyder, and he'll know exactly what you're talking about and tell you a ridiculous story. It's not actually D.
It's not
Snyder.
you.
It's not actually D. Snyder. It's not me. But I'm not outing anyone.
Allegedly.
All
Boom
right.
shakalaka.
Okay. So we got a 1 pass and 1 smash. Now, Loaf, this is not this or that. You don't have to be contrarian just to be contrarian.
No, I
totally
like Twisted
agree.
Sister. Yeah,
Totally
no, I
fine.
understand. Yes.
Number 2. It's a band, American glam metal band that had significant commercial success in the 1980s. The group is perhaps best known for its hit singles such as Round and Round and Lay It Down. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Rat. Hold on one second. That's all I got. Loaf, you smashing or passing Rat?
It's weird. Can I possibly smash a band on knowing one of their songs? Like that's the only song I know. I was like, Rat. Yeah, I know that Round and Round song. And you play a little bit. I'm like, I'm drawing a blank on the rest of the catalog here. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on Rat just because I like that song. That song's fun.
They
It's
sold
cool,
a
but
shitload of records.
I'm just gonna. I believe you. I'm sure. I hope they're wealthy
They
as
did.
hell right now, and I hope they
I
won't.
like
Their
that.
feelings will not be hurt by me passing on them in this.
I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like I've
they-
heard a lot of good Rat songs. I feel like I've listened to them in the past, and I do enjoy them. I will say, Beef, I have not seen them live, but I do remember something weird about them was like someone else in the band has the rights to the name. So there was Rat was touring and
Mhm.
Stephen Piercy of Rat were touring, and they were
Right, 'cause
both
he's the lead singer.
doing full Rat sets. It was like
We're the real Rat, and we'll be touring the next night in your town.
there was no new album. There was no nothing. They're just out.
This time I
Two
need
bands.
Let's do it.
2 bands doing the same exact music at the same exact time.
I mean, that's what this is. Baloney says 108 Rat over 108 Rat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
I'll smash because of that ridiculousness. I'll smash because of
You're
that.
gonna smash. They have certified gold,
I have-
platinum, and double platinum albums. I don't know what that means, and I don't think that means you're rich or famous. But a lot of these bands that only had 2 or 3 hits, they sold a shitload of records because back then you couldn't just hear a song. So you heard Round and Round, you're like, you know what? Fucking Rat, this new Rat record's got to be good too. And I'm just gonna buy it because I got to see what it sounds like. And
Yeah.
then
See what else?
guess what, motherfucker? It sucked. So you
Just like every other Rat album.
You just played that one song over and over. Move the needle
Yeah.
back to the record player. There you
A
go.
lot of these bands are probably responsible for used record stores and CD shops just because they made shitty music. Number 3, Teresa, you're going to go first. In 1987, this band released their self-titled album in the United States, and it spawned the hit singles Here I Go Again, Is This Love, and Still of the Night. Whitesnake. This band also adopted a more
I knew
contemporary
you were
look
talking about
akin
already.
to the Los Angeles glam
Smash.
metal scene. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Whitesnake.
Oh, baby. Smash the shit out of it. Is that David Coverdale? Perfect
You're
Hell
fucking
yeah.
right, it is.
perfect fucking pitch, David Coverdale. Yeah, I'm smashing that. Whitesnake had a
Dude.
bunch of jams.
You know what I
And then
really wanted?
That
Oh, go
song
ahead.
getting played. That song getting played
Wrigley Field.
It sucks. It was at Wrigley where it
It was
happened.
at Wrigley.
It was at Wrigley, and the guy got fired immediately for doing it.
Yeah.
I'm all over this one. I'm
When
smashed.
Chuck Finley was going that, right? He was married to Tony
Yep.
Kattan.
Yes.
She beat his ass or whatever.
And she beat him up.
And then they played that song. He was out there warming up. They put it on, and I was like,
Because he was a giant, right?
You gone. I don't remember what he was on at the time.
but yeah.
I think he was on the Giants when that all went down.
Whoever turned that song on, whoever changed the touch tunes to that, got fired.
Yes. I really wanted to play In the Still of the Night because I love that song because he's out there. Like that voice is just all alone and he's got the voice. Dave Coverdale he is good. Loaf, you smashing her pass on Whitesnake, baby.
Yeah, I mean, this is a super easy smash. I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know the rest of the list, but I'm guessing this is the best band in the whole thing. Whitesnake kicked all kinds of fucking ass. And Taco Gladiator says he sung with Deep Purple. I thought he did. Yeah, he did. That's correct. I was just looking up on Wikipedia. It's like, yeah, absolutely. So
No,
it's a big
there were
smash.
some
Big smash.
awesome guitarists in Whitesnake too, right? Like, I mean, who were some of the guys?
Well, so I don't know exactly, but it is the Whitesnake was a project for David Coverdale after Deep Purple, and then they also had Coverdale Page. So David Coverdale has been in with like a lot of good guitar players. So Jimmy Page, and that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, no,
who was the other guitar player? Did you get it there, Chorizy? Oh no,
I'm trying to see because there's a shitload of them. I think.
Yeah,
like the Aldrich brothers were in there, right? Like I think that was like the main.
Yeah, Tommy Aldridge, it says, is a member of this band on Wikipedia. I would have looked it up for you, but I don't know who the guitar players are. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to take me
just
forever
good.
to get through these, but yeah, there's a ton of them.
That's fine. All right, well, we'll go to the next one. We're gonna start here, number 4. This band is an American hard rock band from Los Angeles, formed in 1983. I actually can't do this without mentioning the band name, so we're just gonna mention the band name because I can't do the intro. LA Guns are an American hard rock band from Los Angeles, formed in 1983. The first incarnation of the group was formed by Tracy Guns and Rob Gardner in 1983 and merged with fellow Los Angeles group Hollywood Rose to form Guns N' Roses in March 1985. After only a brief tenure in that band, Guns reformed LA Guns with a new lineup. Released in 1989, LA Guns album titled Cocked and Loaded peaked at number 38 on the Billboard 200, while the single The Ballad of Jane peaked at number 33 on the Billboard Hot 100. This is LA Guns. Loaf, are you smashing or passing LA Guns?
what the fuck was that? They look like all the other ones, but then that piece of shit comes out of them. Pass, man. I thought the hair metal bands got good guitar players and they got big voices. That was some bullshit, man. Who wants to hear it? No wonder those guys got kicked out of Guns N' Roses. I would kick them out of Guns N' Roses too.
Basically, they're like, you're left with the LA Guns. I'm passing.
Here's the ones we don't want. Make your own band.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So,
I mean, I'm that guy in general, but like, either.
what do you think? What do you think, Chorizy? You agreeing? You passing?
I passed.
Okay.
Fuck LA Guns.
All right.
Thanks.
Sad. Damn.
MSS has cried to that song before, by the way. That's why we hurt his feelings right there.
Andrew
So he looks
The sad part about this,
coming
Is
or
that-
going.
LA Guns always got like because they were famous because they had Guns N' Roses, and you're like, well, you know who used to be in Guns N' Roses, right? And it's Tracy Guns, and you're like, oh god, they must be really fucking good too because Guns N' Roses kicks ass. And then you go and you look up LA Guns' catalog and you start listening to a couple 2-3 songs. No, maybe you borrowed the tape from your neighbor who had really big hair and drove a Trans Am, and you're like, this isn't that good, and I can't even pretend to like it because I want her to think I'm cool. So yeah, LA
Real life
Guns
stories going on here.
definitely a
Tracy.
pass for me, man. Definitely a pass for
He
me.
did not get laid on that attempt right there.
Oh, she was way older than me, sir. No, we
And?
couldn't do that. I wished. I wish.
Oh, okay.
All right, next up, number 6. It's an American glam band formed in Hollywood, California in 1984. They achieved major success in the late 80s and early 90s with multi-platinum albums and hits like Heaven and Cherry Pie. Known for their catchy power ballads and party anthems, the band is considered a prominent example of the hair metal genre. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Warrant. Chorizy, you're first.
I'm smashing Warrant. I'll take some Warrant. I feel like I saw them, and like the lead singer like was had like the bandana going, and it like started to slip back during the show, and it was like he was very bald at this point.
He's in the middle, and
I didn't give a fuck.
Balding.
I didn't give a fuck. It rocked. I loved it.
You were like, you bald fucker, you can still rock on and sing about cherry pies. Warrant.
Beef, where you at?
I mean, yeah, Warrant. Yeah, that is Warrant.
You know, MSS, the last one with LA Guns, just doesn't fit what I think of as hair metal. Now, these guys, by the way, singing about pussy out of the first song, that's hair metal, in my opinion. I'm expecting guys who look exactly like chicks, huge misogynists, and blaring guitars. That's what hair metal was meant to be. These guys are that. I'm going to smash.
Man, I think the dude in the far left, for those at home, you can't see this, but just Google Warrant and one of the first pictures that comes up. I think he has a what? Oh fuck! Now I was gonna say a protractor, but it's not. It's a compass. He has a compass hanging from his neck because I think he's into that kind of shit.
I love geometry. He's like, John
man.
Carney says the girl from Cherry Pie made a lot of us cry. The video made a lot of us cry.
Oh man.
We're not saying, we're just saying.
That's the picture I should have put up here instead of the band, that's probably all bald now. All right, number 6.
I used Janie Lane in a story recently, didn't I? Like that was the one of the fake Ozzy stories that I gave you.
Timothy Meyer says R.I.P. Janie Lane and his bald ass, and then he also says he's a Freemason. We're going down a path here, boys.
Fucking makes sense, man. It really does make sense why they were so popular. All right, number 6, an American rock band formed in the suburbs of Philadelphia in 1983. The band emerged in the mid-1980s with a series of multi-platinum studio albums and hit singles whose music videos received heavy MTV rotation and popularity. Ladies and gentlemen, giving it up for Cinderella. Yep, gone. Don't know what it's got till you're gone.
Is that Elon Musk in the middle?
It might be.
I can only hope.
If he starts staring up at the ceiling in the middle of what's going on and rolling his eyes, potentially. Loaf, smashing or passing Cinderella?
I'm passing. This is this is not good. And the fact they came from Philadelphia does not help them either. Like, why is that music coming out of Philadelphia? This type of shit is West Coast or what? Philadelphia. Give me a fucking break. Way out. Pass.
I'm with you. You're from Philly. Have some balls, man. What is going on? Don't know what you got. No.
No way. Those guys get the shit kicked out.
I'm pretty sure
that's why I had to move.
You can see their balls.
Moved. I'm guessing
they had to move to LA. They had to move to LA to stop getting their asses kicked in South Philly.
Quit taking my hairbrush. Give it back, Tracy, with an eye. Okay. Last one. Number 7. And this band, I don't know, it has a very storied past. We can talk about it after. An American hard rock band formed in Los Angeles in 1977, the year I was born. Ooh. The band peaked with several albums during the mid to late 80s, including the platinum-selling records Once Bitten and Twice Shy. And those album singles, Rock Me and Once Bitten, Twice Shy, received considerable airplay through radio and MTV. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Great White.
You really want to get a lot of this song in, huh?
Loop is not on this one apparently. I didn't know that one went as long. All the other ones did not. So
maybe I put the loop back on. I couldn't wait to hear.
Maybe you did.
I have not seen those guys live. That's a dangerous bit.
Well, listen. When I say they have a high body count,
allegedly,
it's not because they slept with a lot of women. It's because they unintentionally killed hundreds of people in a fucking fire, which is just horrible. They shut off pyrotechnics made to go inside with a 8-foot ceiling, which was just not the smartest idea.
I know this is all tragic and everything, but I always think of that Onion article that came out like not long after it, where it says Great White kills all 96 of their fans. I'm sorry.
An all-time.
I'm sorry. It's an all-time Onion headline.
It's gonna be a horrible time to find out that one of our fans' uncle was at that show, and they're gonna let us know about it. Chorizo, you smashing her pants, and my guys.
I'm smashing. I like Great White. I think the band is good. I mean, like I like I said, I'm a little nervous to see their show, but like I always thought they were a good band. So I'll smash. I'll listen to them.
I like their song "Wasted Rock Ranger," which was another good one, like a nice little acoustic thing. I was on side 2 of the once cassette single, Once Bitten Twice Shy. Wasted Rock Rangers on the other side. It's great. Loaf, you smashing her passing my guys. Great White.
Guys, I'm gonna have to pass. I set the line at
more of a White Lion guy,
burning the fuck out of all your fans at a concert. I'm on the other side. I'm on the non-side where I think that's part of what I want to be. So I'm gonna pass, not just because of the fire, but the fire kind of pushed me over the top because the catalog just doesn't do it for me either. And they don't pull them back up again. MSS one more time. The image is there.
The image,
okay. The Great White, just the image of Great White. Like these guys look like they're guys faking to be in a hair metal band. Like this is us dressed up at a Halloween party in like a month from now, like as being a hair metal band, not a real hair metal band. Like they look way too old to be in there. The guy in the middle is, he's like 45 years old in this picture. So I gotta pay.
He's the one that's still alive. He's like the lead singer.
They're grizzled,
not charred. That way.
They had seen a lot of shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was
Smash
or
pass. 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 Smash
or
pass.
I'm a little
At
disappointed.
Mazda Overland Park, the road to savings just got greener. Looking for a smarter, cleaner way to drive? Now's the time. When you purchase a qualifying Mazda electric or plug-in hybrid vehicle, you could be eligible for up to a $7,500 federal clean vehicle tax credit, putting money back in your pocket while helping the planet. 8 Mazda vehicles, including the 2025 Mazda CX-70 plug-in hybrid EV, have won a 2025 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus award, more than any other brand. It's also earned a 5-star overall safety rating from the NHTSA. Safer, cleaner driving, bigger savings, zero compromises. Visit Mazda Overland Park today and see how easy it is to go and save green. Mazda Overland Park, home of the Zoom Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Overland Park, 708-444-3200. Zoom Zoom.
Chorizo, I'm sorry I cut you off on that.
That was great.
I've heard you have trouble with words. Yes. I've heard you have trouble with words before, but I've never heard you have trouble with just letters. that was fucking awesome.
I was like,
in fairness, listening to it, I was thinking, why does MSS pick the hardest possible things to say during the ad read? So, man, I'm thinking you can do 30 takes of that, and it's never going to be real clean on that because it's so hard to get all that out. Like, what the hell?
I that was a 2-take. That was a 2-taker. That was the second take, and I said, you know what? It was the fuck it, let's ride. It sounded fine enough. No, it wasn't perfect, but like, cause I it's like, there's one extra I in there. C. McD brings up a very good point. Did any hair band survive 1990? Yes, they survived, but most of them did not survive past 1993, 1994. That was like when the stake went right through the heart. And if you didn't cut your hair off and pretend to be alternative like Metallica and Motley Crue did, then you were gone. You were done.
I feel like a lot of the big boys are still around. Like they've stuck around for a long past their due dates even. Like Poison was around forever.
Yeah, I mean, I think what MSS is saying
Not as
though is like
popular.
they went way down.
Oh yeah.
And kind of hung around with the niche fan base was all they could do at that point, unless they did what Metallica did, where it's like, oh, we're going to sound a little different, we're going to look a little different, and kind of like meld to whatever's popular here. Yeah, exactly.
Wallet chain and put some gel in my hair. We're good.
Yes,
friends don't let friends get friends haircuts.
Exactly.
If you were wondering what I was disappointed about, where I got cut
What
off,
were you disappointed about?
that kicks was not included. I
Yeah, because they scared me in the middle of the night, or not. I was napping. I wasn't in the middle of the night. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Had that come up, Patrice, we would have talked about that.
I met the guitarist from Kicks much later in life. Yeah,
really?
Well, yeah. But he didn't bring it up, so I'm not going to get that story.
Timothy Maher says that the hair metal bands all looked at Nirvana like the dinosaurs looked at the asteroids.
Pretty much.
That's what happened. That's what happened. All right, guys, it's time for White Sox talk. Got a couple topics to go through here, and we're 5 months into the 2025 season. What is one thing that we now know about this team? MySoxSummer, I'm going to go to you first.
Oh, I'm going to pick the most obvious one, and I think it's out there. This team can score runs. They are 6th in the MLB since the All-Star break with 226 runs. Now, where does that put them? Like 6th. That's insane. That's fucking crazy. You know where they were last year? You know where their payroll is? Like not high. They're beating teams that paid considerably more, especially their neighbors up north, in the second half of the season scoring runs. They're kicking ass. So we know that this team, and they put on a show last night. I mean, they didn't score a ton of runs, but fucking A, they scored runs when it mattered.
Good
so
comeback, yeah.
That is one thing that we know about this team is they can fucking score.
Yeah, they've been hitting. And like the propensity to hit home runs is what's intriguing to me. That they've actually been hitting some home runs. I agree with you. Like the scoring seems to be there for somewhat. I think there's some guys that could actually hit some home runs. I think what I'm impressed with too is like the catchers hitting. I like Edgar Carroll. I like.
Oh yeah.
So I'm with you, MSS. The hitting has come around, but we got to be careful. We got to be careful because this could be a Ritz cracker.
Oh,
or it could just be a regular old crack.
Now wait a minute. Hang on a second, though. I think there is something to this in a way. You're saying that, Chorizy, because it's like you're never going to get the Colson Montgomery Linsanity run again.
No.
Of all these home runs this little period.
I'm saying it too because we've been so deprived. We're so deprived that just a half a season of hitting, and we're like, man.
It's been a hot run. If I were predicting next year, I would not say I think the White Sox will be the 6th best offense in baseball. And that's not what MSS is saying either. No. He's saying, though, that they are showing that they can't hit. One of the things we said before the season, and we talked about it, and pretty much after the opener, we regurgitated it again. We thought the White Sox would be a team this year compared to the year before, where if the other team's starting pitcher does not have it, they will jump on his ass and score a bunch of runs.
Yeah.
Yes. And the previous teams, even the good ones, didn't necessarily always do that. But we thought this team's got the patience. They don't strike out kind of as much as they did. You know, the power might not all be there yet, but they kind of get on base and will do all that, right? And in the first half, they ran a little bad on how many runs scored they did based on all the other stuff that was going on. In the second half, when they started hitting for power, and everyone's getting on base and getting on base even more, then you see like the supercharged version of this thing kind of occurring. You know, I hope that they keep stacking guys that look like Miguel Vargas or whatever, like good solid hitters, got some power, good plate discipline, get on base, they'll hit for a little bit, you know, like keep getting a bunch of these guys and let's just see where we end up, you know, kind of in a year or 2 years.
Chorizy, that's where I thought you were going with it, is that they would get too comfortable and say, look at these guys can hit. We don't need to get anybody else. And they're going to stop trying to sign people. Loaf, I agree with you. Keep signing more people. We need the problem. Let's have the problem with too many fucking bats. Like, how do we fit all these bats in there? You know what? We can get rid of some fucking people. You know, right. like we got rid of Rojas because he fucking cut off his flow and sucked. And we were like, get out of here, Rojas.
Trey's reaching out from the game. He says, high thoughts at the game. Why is our ball boy like 30?
That's from you. That's ball boy.
To ball in, you know?
I think that's the Twins Like the
Yes.
Twins supply that. So they supplied us with a weird 30-year-old. I don't like
Yes.
it, Trey. I don't like it.
They're like, hey,
Thanks, Trey.
put Timmy the
Cheers,
toucher
buddy.
over
Bring
there
us a win.
in the dugout.
Bring
with
us a
them.
win.
They do have to supply a uniform for the ball boy, but other than that, you don't have to worry about it.
Beef.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
What's
bless you,
what's
mijo.
one thing? What's one
Mijo.
thing we know about this team?
Oh, mijo.
I want to go back. I want to go back to before the season started. We heard Chris Getz talking about what he thought these teams would start to look like going
Oh
forward.
man, he's sneezing up like a bitch right now.
It was, he is right now. There's snot hanging from his nose right now, and he's like, he's got to control it. Before the season, we heard Chris Getz talking about what he thought these teams were going to look like. And we also talked to some people in the front office, kind of off the record, and they echoed the thought that this is going to look more like Milwaukee or Cleveland or Tampa. And when those teams are good, guys, those teams play defense really well. This White Sox team, I think, as far as units, their defense is the farthest away from actually helping this team be good. This defense, much improved from last year, it still fucking stinks. And so I want to play a little game with you guys before I go into some data that I pulled on the defense here. If you had to pick, let's say, 2 or 3 positions where you think the White Sox have sucked on defense this year, what positions would you pick that you think they stink at on defense so far?
This will go into my later piece, Beef.
Yeah.
But I think they've stunk at second base. I think second base has been bad.
MSS, any other spots you think they've stunk?
First base.
First base, okay.
Yeah. And probably third.
Left field,
I was
gotta
to
be
say,
left,
for
left
third
left
base,
field.
they have been horrible. MSS.
Yeah, pretty stinky.
Left field, I would assume, pretty
Shots us
bad.
out for first base. Yeah, left field it could be a culprit. I went and
Oh,
looked.
he
I
got
went,
a good jump last night. Benetti.
Benintendi. He did.
Benetti
Yeah, in the
got a
ninth
good
inning,
jump
no,
left
you're
field.
right. In the
Amazing.
ninth inning, a ball that I thought was going to fall in, he
I
caught.
was
You're
like,
right about that. Yes, he did.
Holy shit. Look at
Both
this
of those
guy.
balls in the ninth, where it was like he held Buxton at second, basically.
Yeah, it was good.
It was
John
impressive.
Carney says third base, left field. Jackie Treehorn says center field. Well, that's no, that's not correct. Get to it right now. I looked defensive stats up. This is for the whole season. 2 different ways. So I looked at defensive runs saved at first. So this is from the Fielding Bible. This is like John DeWan and all those. The White Sox overall out of defenses coming into today were minus 16 defensive runs saved. That's 24th in Major League Baseball. So bottom, 5, 6, whatever of the group. Out of the positions, the ones that are very stinky are ones that you guys basically named. Second base, they're minus 12. Third base, they're minus 10. Pitcher minus 10. That's, you don't think about defense for the pitchers, but bad pitching defense according to defensive run save. Minus 6 in center field, minus 5 in right field, minus 3 in left field. The 2 positions where they're good are shortstop and center field. Those are the spots where they.
What was first?
So first is 0. So basically, kind of a break even situation.
It's hard to be like.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a bad defender at first, but
I was just trying to.
but like even like Vaughn was a bad defender most years, and it's like -1 DRS or -2, something like that.
Yeah. So I want to ask you. So for defensive run saved, after hearing that, who do you think the White Sox good defenders are? Who do you think the guys that are holding it down for them?
So Beef, can I?
Yeah.
I think we can combine on ours right now.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I know about this team right now, is that Colson Montgomery, can play shortstop.
Number 1.
That is correct.
Okay, so like we had eye tested it. We were saying during the year like he looks good. He's got the arm. The range looks good enough because he's big enough.
He's long. He
gives him more range. But he also looks super poised on double plays, and that's the thing that like there's been some weird kind of timings on double plays, and it never throws him off.
He adjusts to it,
I was like, he looks really good there. So I wanted to look, and he's worth, was it 6 defensive runs save and like 4 outs above average so far. And that's only in like 300 innings.
Correct.
So Colson Montgomery is
2
my
months.
answer to one of your questions.
Yes. Colson Montgomery is this, according to defensive run saves, the second best defender in the White Sox for the year. And as Tracy mentioned, is only here for 2 months. Now, that could be a little additive because we're looking at full season. The other guy who has been a monster on defense for defensive run saves is Michael A. Taylor.
Oh,
Michael A. Taylor, they consider him a terrific defender. He had 9 plus defensive run save. The bad defenders for the White Sox, and I'll read them for you guys, are guys, the usual suspects that you know who they are. Josh Rojas, -9.
Oh.
Brooks Baldwin, -8. Lenine Sosa, -8. Joshua Palacios, -8. He wouldn't even hear that long to get to register a -8 for himself. Edgar Carroll, -5 behind the plate. And then Andrew Vaughn, -4 at first. Treason. They're saving his ass. The other guys are saving his ass for this. I don't have everyone here. I just plucked out the real good, real bad. So now I'm going to flip over to outs above average. This is from Baseball Savant. So Baseball Savant does defense as well and models this. Now, outs above average does not have the catchers. Okay, so we'll think about this first without the catchers. The White Sox are 27th in Major League Baseball in outs above average. They are at -20. So again, the White Sox have a bad defense. A lot of room to come up here. A lot of room to make a difference. The positions that are bad, the aforementioned third base -14, left field -11, first base -5, second base -3. Again, shortstop and center field are 8 and 7. Respectively, both very good out of that group. Now, they do that, the outs above average, without the catchers. You can do fielding run values adding the catchers in. When you add the catchers, the White Sox are worse. They are 29th in baseball with a -34. The catchers are -15. Almost all that negative value is the framing, -13. So when we start looking at 2026, and you start looking at some of these positions, you're like, they got to fill a huge defensive hole at third base. They got to get something competent in left field. You cannot keep living with Andrew Benintendi fucking up for life out there. You know, the combinations they've used at second, you know, you'd want more Mydroth, but he doesn't hit as well as Sosa. And Sosa doesn't play as good a defense. So the White Sox have some roster building that they kind of need to fix, because they don't have a lot of big defensive weapons. You're stuck with the catchers right now. Those are your guys. They have to get better on defense or else. I mean, there is no like upgrade there. There's no like, add a guy in that spot, because you got nowhere to put them. Colson is a good shortstop. You know, Michael A. Taylor has been a good outfielder, and Luis has too. Luis has been plus in the outfield as well, but not a weapon the way Colson is. Colson is the only guy I would call on defense an actual weapon going forward out of this roster. Yeah. So when we start looking at, the White Sox could be a playoff threat or whatever, they're far away on defense. And that's something that I've noticed kind of as the year went on. We noticed the defense tightened up and got better. Yes, it was not historically bad anymore, just regular bad. And it needs to keep getting better.
Man. Yeah, I'm with you there, Beef. And we'll get into like some of the stuff we want to look at for the final month. And that's one of the things I want to look at, which is second base. But in terms of the good, and in terms of what I had, Colson Montgomery, I'm ecstatic how good he is at short. Because, like, when he was coming up, I mean, I was one of the first people on the don't pencil this dude in at shortstop.
Right.
And this was in the hot tub few years, like right after maybe the year that he went into single A, because he had like a bunch of errors, and I was like, don't be saying that this guy is a shortstop yet. Like, we don't know where this guy's going to end up. It's good that they're drafting up the middle, but you don't know where he's actually going to end up.
Exactly.
And when they started playing him at third up here, I was concerned, because I was like, if he plays third, he's got to be a 30 home run guy. Right. And because, and he's not even that good at third, right? Mainly because they've never played him there. Right. But like, seeing him play shortstop well, I'm like, the bat, as long as it's decent, it plays very well at shortstop. That's awesome. Like,
he's a weapon, baby. He's a star.
That's a good.
He is.
That's a player that we're set. We're like, that's set that one, pencil that one in. We're good there, because you don't have as many of those as you think. I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people are penciling people in. You should burn those fucking pencils. Like,
I agree with you, Teresa. You have a lot of usable guys, in my opinion. But there's a lot of guys hanging around here that are like four days a week. I want to play them, and I they're not guys who just leave out there the whole time and just it's go with them. You know?
Now, I said earlier this year that like Colson was like the last of the old regime, right? And coming up and had all these expectations. Now, Colson's achieving what he's achieved and doing what he's doing right now. Does that give us some positive hope that we might have the right people in the right places in the White Sox organization to develop some of the talent that we draft and have? Is it too early to tell?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, like, this is you didn't fuck this up. Like, that's like, you almost fucked this up.
Because it looked really grim last year, right?
But it looked really good out of the chute, is what Chorizy-E's saying. Out of the chute, it was like, everyone thinks this guy is a top 10 prospect. Yeah. And then you started shitting it away.
You got grim.
And you pulled it back. You saved it. You know, kind of, it looks good now again.
You pulled the nose up. We're not going into the mountain. We're going up.
We're going up. We're going above it. Exactly. Yeah. So it's not clear yet. It's not clear yet. There is a little bit though, because you see the Miguel Vargas turnaround. There's little things in here that you see kind of where you're like, okay, you know, you've seen, when Edgar Carroll came over, he was highly touted, but maybe they promoted him too fast in LA. And then he kind of caught his wind back and look how well he's hitting. Chorizy mentioned it earlier. Like, he's one of the best hitters on his team. They're hitting him in the top 3-4 spots every night.
Now, little inside information. We haven't had a podcast since I did this, but I went over and met Colson at Cork and Carry.
Oh, yeah.
He did a private signing. And our guy, Billy over there at Cork's like, hey, if you guys aren't doing anything at 10:30, 11 o'clock on a fucking Monday, come through. Because Colson.
Chorizy and I were doing something called
11:30.
But luckily, MSF was available.
And so when I roll in there, like, no one's expecting me, obviously. And I just walk in, and then he's sitting right there. And I was like, hey, is Billy here? And they're like, oh, yeah, he's in the back. So I go and talk to him real quick. And he goes, hey, where are those other fucking guys? They got to work like bitches or what? And I was like, yeah, they do. They actually have real jobs. I don't. I'm free till 2. I can bullshit here for 2 hours. So I roll in there. And, you know, I got to get my feet wet first before I just start like trying to take over things, you know, like I normally do. And I was talking to the guys, Mount Carmel guys, obviously. And we're shooting the shit. And then finally get comfortable enough to talk to Colson. And I say, Colson, I go, what the fuck changed, man? What happened? What changed? Like, did you make to get here? He's like, what do you mean what changed? He's like, I got here. He's like, that's what changed. He's like, I never saw myself in the minors. I never saw myself building here. I wanted to be here. And I got here. And he's like, and it's just worked. And I was like, awesome. And because I was like, and it made me think, because I was like, well, maybe I'll ask him about Ryan Fuller. Is this the real guy? Like, who are you getting hitting tips from? He didn't mention none of them motherfuckers. He's like, he took all the credit. And he's sitting, it was him. We made a joke about the torpedo bats, and he's not signing. He's like, I asked him too. He's like, where are the torpedo bats? I want to sign them. And then he talked about how he was a basketball first guy. He wanted to play at University of Indiana University, and he wanted to play there and play basketball. And he's like, I want to wear the candy striped pants and go out there. And then he's like, whatever. I go, well, you gotta love Will Venable then, because he was a basketball first guy too, and just fell back on becoming a Major League Baseball player. I mean, it must be nice, right? It must be nice. You know, I'm trying not to hurt myself playing basketball when I was 18 years old, and you're out there, I'll play one of these two sports professionally. We'll see what happens. But yeah, no, extremely awesome guy, nice kid, and just like he's well spoken. He is an asset. I texted Brooks immediately. I texted Mike Downey immediately, and I said, you have a gem in this kid, and you need to polish it and put it out there for people, because he is awesome. So let's just fingers crossed he doesn't get himself into any trouble that we can't walk back from. But like, he's just a great guy. And I like left there on a cloud 9, was like, what a great person, you know, like it's nice to like care about somebody and the guy be nice. So yeah, Colson Montgomery. Fucking big thing. I love it.
It is funny to see MSS go from like one of his biggest critics to totally madly in love.
Enamored.
He is madly, yes.
Love him.
He's smitten, if you would, Chorizy. He
Yeah.
is smitten right now.
And
This
this-
goes to my cover.
And look, you're not lying. And this is what is so important. And the Sox need to pay attention to this in the marketing department. They need to tell these stories. They need to get this shit out there because you're trying to win back like fans and people are happy again. You got to show them who these guys are, and they're doing it on CHSN. I know that they just had Colson. They had like an interview with Chuck. And maybe Chuck's not the best person to do these interviews.
Yeah,
but
they fired Jason Goff, so I have more time to tell these stories.
So, but it's like these are things that you need to do. You need to get these personal stories out there and put them out there so people can hear and ingest them. You know, and I fucking love it. Like it's just, yeah, he is pretty awesome. So,
All right.
yeah, I'm done.
We talked about what we learned, what we know about this team. What are we hoping to learn in this final month, though? That's the next question. And I'm going to start it off because
You do it.
I think we're going right straight from what Beef was talking about too. What I want to learn is, can Lenyn Sosa finish the season above 100 OPS plus? Basically, league average OPS plus, because that's where he's at right now. He is at 100 OPS plus. People are like, oh man, you got to think about Lenyn at second base next year. Do you? Because if he's 100 OPS plus guy, I know the home runs are great, but like, you're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
And you're just league average OPS plus, and you are a -9 defensive runs saved at second base. You're not very good at first base. You certainly do not belong at third. Where exactly are you putting Lenyn Sosa? Are you DHing a guy with 100 OPS plus? I don't think so.
And a 3.6% walk rate, Chorizy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we were like, oh, he's been walking a little bit more. I don't think he's walked since then. It was like 6 weeks ago, and I haven't seen him walk once since
It's been nice that he's had the power numbers, and he's had some good games, and it's been refreshing to see him keeping himself in the lineup. But if you were to fill in this team, where does he go?
Yeah.
And so that's why I need to see, can he get back above 100 OPS and say, like, I belong in this lineup? Because right now it's tough for me to put him in any lineup next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, Chorizy, I put it out on Twitter and I got a lot of shit for it. He's having the 2018 Daniel Palka year right now. I mean, that's what he's basically doing. He was miserable. And then this year, amazing for what his profile is, which is kind of like a league average-ish hitter. And I think Daniel Palka finished that year 109 OPS plus or something. So a better hitter than what Lenyn has been. 27 home runs. What is Lenyn at right now? Is it 19 or 19? 18? Okay. Yeah. So exactly 19 home runs. So he's kind of having that year. To me, the White Sox have, while they're improving their offense, which MSS brought up before, they've grabbed up a bunch of league average-ish bats to plug in a lot of places. And now comes the next layer where you have to upgrade that team. You have to, as MSS was saying, you're going to have to replace that guy with a better guy. And this is something we've talked about. It's like step one for Getz was get rid of all the bullshit and put reasonable players in there. I think step one is pretty close. I think could be some help in the bullpen. There could be some help in the rotation and a bat or two. But I think they're kind of done that. Step two is get these kind of league or average or a little bit below league average guys the fuck out the way and get a real guy in there who's actually a really good player. And like, I think Sosa has the potential to be a victim of that, Chorizy, as this whole thing matures. But I think in the interim, he's a bat that hangs around here and plays a couple spots. And yes, he's going to swing at everything and have some pop. And he's an okay guy, but he's gonna fall off this roster. He's gonna be shed at some point.
Yeah, I mean that's what it feels like. You know, like as good as it has looked this year, like just eye test and being at games and like, oh, he knocked the crap out of that ball. It's not very good. It's just not very good.
All in. Yep.
It's just fine.
Yep.
It's
I agree.
Yeah. So I need to see a lot out of him in this last month if he's going to stick around. MSS, what do you want to learn in this final month?
So it's in the same vein as what you guys have been saying too. Who's a contender and who's a pretender? I think you bringing up Brian Ramos and Fraser Ellard. You got to see what these guys got left. This is it. Give me something so we can keep you around. Funny story. Going to the MLB trade rumors to get Fraser Ellard and Brian Ramos as the people that have been brought up. They have Mike Clevenger is also supposed to be brought up this week. Luckily for Sox Machine, they're not noted as the people breaking the story on this one, so they're not going to be embarrassed there. But this is what I think is going to happen. Like you need to see who's you have there and who you want to get the fuck rid of. Like it's just that's what it is, and I love it. I love this attitude. I like the attitude that you're giving people a chance to get there. Like Sosa's been given a chance all this year, and he's proved it. So he gets a shot next year, I feel like. But he's also not just going to be there because you hit 22 home runs in 25, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not going to. That's not going to happen. So I like this attitude. I like moving people through, getting people in, and whatever they're doing in that clubhouse to get these guys excited again and to have them playing out their ass. Last night, you never would have saw that year ago. You never would have saw that 2 years ago.
I couldn't believe they won that game.
Oh my God.
Fuck it. We'll get them tomorrow. Fuck it. You know what we're doing? We're going to the shitty downtown Minneapolis bar scene. That's what we're doing tonight. You know, they're like, we're not even going to try. Those motherfuckers did not give up last night. It was amazing. It was great to see. And all credit to Will Venable for the fucking clubhouse that he is operating now, because those kids, like, they're 20 fucking some games back right now. There ain't no way in chance they're doing anything. And they're still playing like they give a fuck. You know what? Fucking cheers, boys. Cheers to a new fucking White Sox, all right?
Cheers.
No question.
This 12-year is fucking hitting, okay?
What was
I want
beautiful
y'all to know that is hitting.
What was beautiful last night was the Michael A. Taylor hit. It just nicking the foul line.
Yes.
Oh. This is like beef when me and you at the beginning of the season when we went with the over 49.5, and we were saying like that team was so bad, like everything had to go wrong to be at 41.
Yep.
And so the variance would swing back in some ways. You would see it throughout the season where they would have lost a game or something would have broke wrong. Something breaks right. That was a perfect example of something breaking right. In 2024, the wind blows that just foul.
Yeah.
And we're just
100%.
like,
100%.
Or just into a guy's fucking glove.
Yeah. Pushes it so the left fielder makes the catch.
It's going over the wall. The left fielder climbs up
Travis Jankowski would have went
ball.
Superman and caught that right at the line. So
well, I'm obsessed with your point you're making. I was surprised none of us went with the thing that we know is that we got a manager. Because I think we do know that too. I think we know Will Venable is the guy. We got a manager. We got a real guy in there. And there's no concerns about that guy right now. It's just like, maybe there's some tactical things you don't love about what he does. Maybe you don't like his bullpen usage. Maybe you don't like he moves the infield in all the time when there's a runner on third, no matter what. I was going to say, there's probably shit you don't like. But the overall product, you're like, okay, that guy, we can work with that guy. We got something moving forward with that guy. I was surprised not if it's used it, but I think as a group, we would all agree with that.
Yes. He's so good. People still have to keep bringing up how bad Sheriffin is, even though he's not that bad anymore, because they have nothing else to complain about. They're like, oh, they just had a walk-off win. But you know what? Let's complain about how he called it, because there's only 9 people there that were excited. Go fuck yourself. You guys are fucking miserable sometimes. That's all I have to say.
how is the NFL game in a weather delay?
They got something in Philadelphia.
It's got to be like lightning or tornado, right? Like, I mean, like,
yeah, something like that. It's delayed.
It is football, right? It's football.
They're all in the locker room. They ain't out there right now.
No shit.
Oh, there's a big lightning. I just saw it on TV.
Okay.
That must be what they're scared of.
Okay. I'll give them that. No one should get struck by lightning.
Please don't die while you're playing football.
Beef, what do you want to learn about the last month?
What I hope to learn in the last month, I won't learn anything about the thing that I already know about the defense. But what I hope to learn is that I would like to see a bit of a bullpen hierarchy develop. The first 5 months of the season's been a mishmash of like usages for various guys, moving guys in and out of different roles. And I'm good with the some of the modern bullpen theory of you use certain guys in certain situations. And I think that's totally fine. But at some point, you have to develop a bit of a hierarchy because people perform better when they have a rough idea of what their job is, right? Yeah, you might have to flex and do something else this one day, once in a while, but being bounced around kind of everywhere. And Venable, it's not because I don't think that Venable doesn't want to have a hierarchy. He's just been dealing with a bullpen. Yeah, it's been an amoeba, right? It's like, oh, here's some new guys. Here's this. We don't even have really any good guys here or whatever. And I think maybe it's starting to kind of develop because on Monday and on Wednesday, he used Jordan Leisure to close the game. I think he's kind of getting into the groove of Mike Vassell and Brandon Eisert are his guys that he trusts before the end of the game when they have tough hitters up that he knows he needs to get out. And Vassell being the righty of that version of that, and Eisert being the lefty version of that. And they're starting to use Taylor not in the closer role, but kind of in the setup role or in the like tied game. We need to hold this lead role. And maybe that's a little less stressful for him in that, like, you don't have to be the final boss or something like that. But I would like to see a little bit of this develop going into next year because I think you have arms that are going to be here. I don't think it's like last year where that was all waiver bait hanging around. And it's like, okay, well, this guy's closing whatever. This might be fucking meaningless. And you're going to get to 2026 and Prelander Baroa is going to come back and he's going to be part of this too. And I would like to see it start to form. Not saying you can't use guys wherever you want to use them, but materially have the guys kind of set up for this is roughly what I do. And yeah, I'll have to flex occasionally if I need to.
So is it enough for you though, if they went, these are our high leverage guys, this is the middle relief core, and this is a long man or two? Like, is that enough?
Pretty much. Like, even if they went the old, remember RIP from Twitter. Remember Johnny Nani would always say that's the A bullpen, that's the B bullpen. Even if they just kind of like got the dividers on that and said, yeah, when the game's tight or it's like we got a real chance, these are the guys that are going to pitch. When the game's fucked up and we don't have no chance, these are the guys who are going to pitch. Even if we got more delineation like that, even if it wasn't inning specific. But I would love it if they just told from now on, if they just said, and I know sometimes he makes my belly queasy. And Chorizy, I saw you arguing with Jordan Lazowski today, even though I think Jordan's kind of right about what he was saying. I would love it if they just said, I would love it if they just said, Jordan Leisure, you've got the ninth inning the rest of the way and see how it goes. See how it goes.
Jordan's wrong, by the way. Jordan's wrong. So
he was how he's wrong. He's pointing out changes that have been made, basically.
He pointed out a change and credited way too much to it. Because he's like, from July through now, he's
too
good.
Much worth, whatever.
But July, he was fucking terrible. Like, he gave up 5 home runs in 9 innings in July. So, like, July.
He said in there, too much home run ball, yeah.
July just happened to be enough for Jordan to have a reasonable sample size, because if he just said he was good in August, you guys can't hate him anymore.
That's not enough,
right? But that's actually what he tweeted, and that's why I had a problem with it.
But I think the key for Jordan Leisure, and I don't want to get too deep on Jordan Leisure. If we want to yell about this, we could have Jordan Lazowski on and yell at him personally. He would love it.
I certainly don't want to go deep on Jordan Leisure.
But I think Jordan Leisure is just like, if he can get that fastball at the top of the zone, where he can make it a strike sometimes, and sometimes a little higher where they swing and miss and can't hit it. I think that's the whole key to him. But I would like to see them just start settling into this. Look, your bulldog, Mike Vassell, is the guy that should be in there when the top of the order comes up when it's not the end of the game. Let him fight them guys. And sometimes at the end of the game, he can be that guy too. Like we saw him against the Yankees. He don't give a shit. He's in there. He's one of your guys, in my opinion. Eisert is one of your guys. Grant Taylor's one of your guys, and Leisure is one of your guys. I would love to see them work from that standpoint and just see how maybe someone flushes out and they stink and Jordan Leisure reverts and he sucks again. And good. We learned something, though, by doing it. I think they need to start working towards this because otherwise, how do you build a bullpen? You got to figure out who can do what, you know?
I'm with you. And by the way, I want Jordan Leisure to be good. But I also...
I do too.
I also reserve the right when he comes in to go, fuck, I am nervous.
I want to be good too.
We got a trick from Jay Sally. He says, "Are you talking to me, Chorizo? I fucking hope you are Jordan Lazowski.
If you're Jordan Lazowski, that would be really
Jay
awesome.
Sally has been Jordan Lazowski all season. I'll fucking hug him the next time I see him. That would be such a great bit that he's had on us all year. Cheers, Jason.
Cheers.
I appreciate you, my friend.
I want Leisure to be good just to say, it's leisure time, baby. And then he comes in and it'll be fun times.
We start wearing leisure suits to the game. It'll be
hell yeah.
It'll be
That'd be
beautiful.
awesome.
Trees up.
We put them on only for the 9th inning. It'll be great.
It's cool enough. You know what's coming out the next time we're at a game and it's cold out. You know what we're in. It's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait. I've been trying to make Flash happen.
It was 77 degrees out. You were like,
no. I was glad you said no. MSS, I was like, we'd be sweating like a motherfucker if we
bully
did
us
that.
into doing this.
I thought it was
ruining it.
I thought it was
First
going
time?
to keep cooling off. That Sunday, that would have been a terrible fucking idea.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. I don't know how to read the weather. I don't without
No.
skilling. I'm screwed.
There's
I
like
need
87
skilling.
apps too, and they're all different.
They don't. None of them
Both-
give you the right shit.
Both the
Not
comments,
gonna rain.
comments
It
in my
is gonna
Twitter
rain.
mentions are saying that Lenine Sosa's defense is not doing well for the White Sox.
Yeah,
I
they
think
just
I
gave up a
talked
run.
about that.
Gave up 2 runs.
Yes. He's reading your mind, Chorizy. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna play exactly how Chorizy was saying
He's
I
like-
shouldn't.
He's like, I'm not going to hit, and I'm going to be terrible on defense. So hey, this is helping me learn in the final month.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Did we get everybody on that one? I feel like
We did.
I think
Yeah,
we
we-
did. Yeah.
we went round and round.
Round
You know,
and round.
I just want to make sure that we got everybody
We
because
did.
now it's time. It's time for thank yous and GFYs. MySoxSummer, who you thinking of GFY?
I want to GFY the person this morning. It's back to school. I'm back in the car way too much. Coming up 33rd, going right by the expressway on the access road on the east side. 2 cars go in front from the left. On my left, I start to go. The woman that is in the car closest to me starts to go too. And I slow down and she looks at me and starts giving me the wave, like go. And I look at her and slow down even more. And she's like, go. And I'm like, go fuck yourself, lady. Because you know what?
Damn.
Not your fucking turn. And you can fucking wait your turn. No, it was not you, Miss Loaf. You're coming the other way. But I was so mad. And then she rolled down her window and yelled something at me. And I was like, you bitch, I'm going to come back at you. But I didn't. And I kept driving. But I was like, fuck you. Kids are back out there. Please be careful when you're driving. Watching 2 people from Streets and Sands sweep up a bunch of an accident on King Drive and Pershing. And
no.
while they're sweeping it up, a guy runs a fucking red light and nearly hits the guy with the rake in the middle of the street. And the lady who's from Streets and Sands looks at him like this, like, what the hell? And I go, I'm in my car going, yeah, that's going to happen because this happens every fucking morning when I come to this goddamn stoplight. You put a red camera in that motherfucker, and maybe some of these motherfuckers will stop, but they don't. So people, wait your fucking turn, take your time. And then for myself, respect that maybe somebody's got something going on and that you don't know about, and maybe they need to get somewhere quicker than you, and just kind of let it go. Take a gummy, but not when you're going to drive. So,
Beef, do you feel like because MSS is generally a laid back person?
Yeah.
oh, I'm not in a car.
Not in the car.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like
Yeah.
No.
he's like the laid back dude that all of his rage comes out driving. He's a
Mhm.
road rage guy.
Yeah.
I
You
have
know
a lot
what?
of
It's
road
funny. We don't get in the car a lot where he's driving.
No.
I think
Rarely.
yeah, it's rare. And the times we've been in the car, he's been cool as a cucumber. But it must have been like he's on his best goddamn behavior when the car is full of us. But when he's by himself, he's like, motherfuck everybody, man.
Yeah. No one pissed me off when you've been driving with me, because if they did, you'd know about it.
I know it.
Yeah. I got a little bit of a
Like
road
fucking
rage problem.
Ghost-
I'm getting
Ghost
better.
Rider.
Getting better.
Dude with the monitor says MSS is hotter than Great White Bar Concert.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Let's not.
Mm.
Let's stop there.
Ooh.
Beef, who are you thinking or GFYing?
I got 2 thank yous. I want to thank the lovely Sandra, aka Patches O'Houlihan, for joining me on the Au Jus last week. I got a ton of positive feedback about that episode, and it's nice. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on the last year, but that one especially, a lot of people reaching out and really enjoyed it. And I also want to thank our good friend Sam Panianovich for having Chorizy and I on chicken dinner this week. That was our 5th appearance. He brought up. I was like, holy shit! I didn't realize we've been on there that much. That one we also got a ton of positive feedback. People were like, "This is a very entertaining episode, a lot of fun, and whatever." So been a good last couple weeks of making some content. So thanks to both of them people.
Boom shakalaka!
Same. I had Sammy P on there for thanks for having us on. That was a great show. Hopefully we can continue to have this as part of the content throughout the year, because that would mean advancing in the survivor pool, which is very important. Very important thing to keep advancing. Speaking of which, I need the Eagles to get back on the field. I don't care how much it's raining. They need to win that game, because in one of my survivor pools, I have the Eagles. Thursday night. Let's fucking go. And then the other one I want to thank is Baloney. Thank you, Baloney, for coming on.
Oh no, we lost him.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry. Did I get lost there?
Yeah, your mic's
been
been cutting out. Yeah,
you're good though. Now go ahead.
I'm a little choppy. I could see that, but I was saying thanks to Baloney.
Yep.
He knew we were gonna fuck with him, and he still came on. It was great, a great bit. And thank you to all of you for hanging out with us during the weather delay, during the NFL game, during the rain delay until that started for the Sox. Let's get a Sox win tonight, and let's get an Eagles win tonight. We kind of need that. I'll talk to you all soon.
In the city of Chicago, back in the day, there was a ball player. They called him Jizz. They said playing for the White Sox, he had a certain flair. He hit 69 home runs, man, that ain't fair. He swung that bat like a wild tornado storm. Every time he stepped up, he smashed it. It was the norm. The ladies in the stands, they couldn't help but stare. The legend of Alejandro Jizz was spreading everywhere. Ooh, Alejandro Jizz got the magic touch. On the field, he was a kid.